So these are the Q&A from chapter number 3 in ICAS study material. Classification of goods. See this. Briefly explain the provisions of rule 2A of rules of interpretation of first schedule. Like this it will be given. What is rule 2A? So rule 1, rule 2A, rule 2B, that list we need to know. Rule 2A refers to, so any reference to a material includes combination of that material with other material. Okay, that is 2B. Whereas 2A is any reference to incomplete or unfinished goods includes, that is any reference to completed goods includes unfinished or incomplete goods. So car without a tire will be classified as car, like that. Okay, that is 2A. What is the purpose? So the provisions of 2A says that any reference to incomplete or unfinished goods, okay, so should be classified along with completed or finished goods if that incomplete or unfinished goods is having the essential character of finished goods, is having the essential characteristics of the finished goods. Okay, and with example also you can write. Second, what is the purpose of including general rules of interpretation of first schedule in customs tariff? Do they form part of tariff schedule? Explain the Akin rule of interpretation. Yes, rules for interpretation are also part of the tariff, and rule 4 deals with Akin rule. Whenever we are not able to classify a product, then we need to see the similar product for that. Under that similar product it will be classifiable. That is known as Akin rule. And the example we can write, so car sunglass, so for to protect the sun glare, we will put a plastic film to the glass window of car. That will be classified under building material, building wares, under blinds and curtains. There it is classified. Okay, like that you can write. Write a note on project imports under Customs Tariff Act. Project imports means whenever we are commencing a project, and for commencement of that project, irrigation project or power project or any project notified by government, so we can import all the machineries required, even though they are separately dutiable at different rates, but all these will be imported under a single heading, that is 9801. And even raw materials, spares, etc. also we can import up to 10% of the value under this project import scheme. Okay, so that is what we need to write. Project imports are imports of machinery falling under different classification. Required for what purpose? Required for initial setup of a unit or substantial expansion of existing unit. So heavy customs duties for projects make the initial project cost high. So that's why they brought in this project import scheme. So in a project several items are required, each of which is importable at different rates. Thus this simple method is adopted, as otherwise classifying each machinery will lead to increase in customs duty. Suppose out of these machineries, if one of the machinery is exempted, so yes, we can enjoy the exemption. Further, individual exemption notification will apply even for items grouped under this heading. Okay, so therefore this is about project imports. Usually this much is not required, so some 4 or 5 points if you write, that is sufficient for this, because usually it will be asked for some 3 marks or 4 marks. Explain rule 3 of rules of interpretation. Rule 3A, 3B, 3C, like that 3 rules are there. Rule 3A says prefer specific over general. Rule 3B says suppose if the goods are imported in composite or mixture form, then based on essential character it will be classified. Rule 3C, if both the headings are specific, so the one which comes last in the numerical order should be taken. That is this. Okay, then next, explain the meaning of abbreviation percentage in relation to rate of duty. Percentage means when duty is payable as a percentage of some value, that is known as ad valorem method. So which means we need to take the value, transaction value, and that percentage should be multiplied on that. Okay, so that is this. So we need to compute the value as per section 14, multiply this percentage onto that value, that is a customs duty payable. So these are the questions that are there in study material related to chapter 3. Okay.